Have you ever felt like you've delved so deep into someone's heart that you touched something even they didn't know existed? As if your love reached a forgotten layer of their soul, a part that had been locked away for so long that even the owner of the key had forgotten it was there? Today, the angels are whispering something important to your heart. You awakened something inside him that had never been touched before. Yes, him, this man who might seem so strong, so in control, so inaccessible, is in an emotional place he's never been. Because you didn't just enter his life. You broke through the walls, the fears, the silences, and reached the most vulnerable point. And there what you touched broke. But don't be mistaken, this isn't the kind of break that destroys. It's the kind that frees. That paves the way for healing. For truth. For real love. Before you, he walked in a world where control was everything. Where showing feelings was weakness. Where letting someone in was too dangerous. He had learned to be resilient. To keep it all inside. And for a long time, that worked. Until you showed up. Because your presence, your light, your way of loving, gentle yet intense, did something no one had done before. It disarmed him. Without needing to say much, without grand gestures, you showed him that love is not invasion. It's acceptance. It's permission. It's a safe space. And in that space you created, he began to feel. To allow himself. And little by little, something began to break. That old armor he wore for protection started to crack. First at the edges. Then in the center. And when he realized it, what had been hidden for years came to the surface. Deep feelings. Old wounds. Repressed desires. Unspoken wishes. You may not have seen all of this. Maybe he continues to be silent. Maybe he retreats, pulls away, and tries to pretend nothing is happening. But the angels assure, inside him, there's an emotional earthquake happening. And the epicenter is you. He's trying to name something he never knew how to explain. Because what he feels for you doesn't fit into common definitions. It's not just passion. It's not just attraction. It's something ancient. Spiritual. A recognition of souls. A meeting of truths. And that scares him. He fears losing control. He fears losing himself in you. He fears this love will take him to places he's not sure he's ready to go. But at the same time, he can't pull away. Because what you've awakened is stronger than any resistance. Maybe you notice this in small signs, a gaze that lingers longer than usual, a silence that says more than 1,000 words, a constant presence, even when he tries to be distant. It's as if something invisible is pulling him to you, a force he can't control, but can't ignore either. At this moment, the angels ask that you trust. That you don't doubt the impact you've made. That you don't minimize the depth of this connection. You are more than special to him. You are the turning point. The moment he realized that living without feeling is no longer enough. That protecting himself all the time comes at too high a price, loneliness. And that's why, even without knowing how, he's trying to rebuild himself. He's trying to understand how it's possible to love like this, with such dedication, with such truth, with such intensity, without losing himself. The angels show that this process can be slow. It may come with ups and downs, with doubts, with resistance, but also with revelations, with small acts of surrender, with quiet decisions that, deep down, mean everything. And that's where your role comes in. Not to force, not to demand, but to continue being that space of love that embraces, not pressures. To keep offering what you already provide, presence, light, truth. Because he is listening, feeling, awakening. And soon, the signs will be even clearer. The truth he hides today will be impossible to keep tomorrow. And when that moment comes, he will be looking for you. Because deep down, he already understands, what you touched will never be forgotten. And now, a special request. If you felt this message as a whisper directly from the universe, if something in your heart resonated while reading each word, allow yourself a gesture of surrender. Sign up. Yes, sign up now, not for me but for you. Because this is the kind of message that only finds those who are ready to receive it. And if it has reached you, it's because you are. What the angels are clearly showing now is that, inside this man, there is a story of pain that no one has ever accessed, until you. He has been hurt by trusting. He has believed in promises that were not kept. He has opened his heart to people who didn't know how to care. And because of that, he built defenses so high that even he no longer noticed them. But when you arrived, those defenses began to crumble. Because your way of loving does not ask for space, it offers it. It does not demand, it invites. It does not pressure, it embraces. This disarms. This heals. This transforms. And that is exactly why he is in shock. Because he is facing a love that is unlike anything he has experienced before. It is new, scary, deep, and at the same time, inevitable. You have awakened the best in him. That sensitive, intuitive, loving part, which was suffocated, dormant. He is beginning to see himself with new eyes, because he is seeing through yours. And what he sees is someone worthy of being loved. Truly. Without masks. Without games. Without needing to prove anything. But this also brings immense fear. The fear of not being enough. The fear of not knowing how to respond. The fear of failing again. That's why, at times, he hesitates. Retreats. Closes off. Pretends he doesn't feel. But no matter how much he tries to deny it, his heart already knows. You came to teach what love truly is. Without armor. Without control. Without fear. And this is the most beautiful mission anyone can receive. To be the spark that rekindles the truth in another. To be the light that reveals paths. To be the mirror where he can finally see himself with tenderness. Now, the angels are asking something of you. Something simple, yet very powerful, patience. Not the patience of someone waiting endlessly, but that of someone who trusts in divine timing. The kind of patience that knows everything blossoms at the right moment. That each heart has its own rhythm. And that haste can kill what needs care to grow. Continue to be that loving presence. Keep showing, even without words, that you are here, not to save, but to walk alongside. Not to force, but to offer. Not to fill a void, but to celebrate a completeness. And as he goes through this process of internal deconstruction, you will notice clearer signs that it's worth it. Small changes in the way he speaks to you. In the time he spends. In the way his gaze shines differently. In the touch that becomes more present, more conscious. Each of these gestures is a door he is opening. A piece of himself that he is entrusting to you. And that is sacred. Do not doubt, he feels. And he feels deeply. Even if he doesn't know how to express it. Even if it takes time for him to admit it. Even if, out of fear, he tries to pull away. The love you planted is growing. And like everything that is real, it will find its way to blossom. The angels show that a transformation is happening. That he is leaving behind old versions of himself, versions built to survive, not to love. And along with that, a new man is emerging, more sensitive, more authentic, more present. And this change has a name: you. You were the reason, the turning point, the awakening. And as he's still processing all this, one thing is certain: what he feels for you is greater than any doubt. So when fear strikes, remember, the angels are at work. They are touching his heart as you read these words. They are whispering courage into his ears. They are clearing away the blockages, dissolving the fears, paving the way. And your role is to trust. Because there's a moment when everything aligns. When love triumphs over resistance. When the heart speaks louder. And when that moment arrives, you won't need to ask. Because he will show. He will say. He will choose. Clearly. Truthfully. With soul. And it will be beautiful. Because it will be sincere. Because it will be free. Now, allow these words to sink in like a bomb. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And imagine him looking into your eyes, saying what he's never had the courage to say. Feeling what he's never been able to explain. Allowing himself to live what he has long postponed. That moment is closer than you think. And it all starts with your faith. With your surrender. With the certainty that the love you've given is coming back to you, in the form of healing, truth, and reconnection. And if something in you felt this message as a mirror to your soul, then commit to it. Right now. Because this is more than just a text, it is a call. A reminder that the love you offer transforms the world. And it has already begun to transform his. The angels now reveal something even deeper. He is not just feeling, he is changing. And that is rare. Because changing for true love requires courage. It demands breaking old patterns. It requires rewriting stories. And that's what he is starting to do. Not because you asked, but because something within him knows that if he doesn't transform, he will lose the greatest gift he has ever received, you. It's in this moment of transition that many give up. Because loving someone in the process of healing requires maturity. It requires seeing beyond the surface. But you are here steadfast, feeling that there's something sacred behind all of this. And you are right. He is in an invisible battlefield, between the old self that always ran away from love and the new self that wants to stay. And every time you show love without expectations, you strengthen the part of him that wants to remain. But don't get it twisted. Loving someone like this doesn't mean accepting scraps. It means being whole, knowing that you also deserve to be loved with the same depth that you offer. That's why the angels remind you, keep loving, but never forget to love yourself. Keep waiting, but never in silence. Your voice is part of the miracle. Keep believing, but don't abandon yourself in the process. Because true love doesn't drain. It adds. It heals. It expands. And this is the love you are teaching him, even if you don't realize it. Now the angels show me a powerful image, him looking at a picture of you in silence, feeling a longing he can't explain. Because it's not longing for moments. It's longing for an emotional home that he only finds in you. And it's in this moment that he understands. It's not about fleeting passion. It's about connection, truth, eternity. And this understanding changes everything. He starts to rethink choices, reevaluate priorities, question old fears. And gradually it becomes clear, life without you doesn't make sense. Maybe he still doesn't know how to act. Maybe he doesn't have all the answers yet. But one thing he knows, he doesn't want to lose what you have. Because this is rare. This is real. And that's why you'll notice unexpected movements, messages at odd hours, deep questions, subtle approaches. He is seeking a way to rebuild the bridge, to come back with more truth, with more commitment. And every gesture he makes, no matter how small it seems, is part of this return. But here's a secret that the angels ask you to cherish. He has already decided within himself that he wants to try. He's just looking for the courage to say it out loud. And it will come. Because the love you've awakened is greater than the fear. Now, take a deep breath. And remember, the universe doesn't make mistakes. This connection was designed before you even met. It was written in the stars. Confirmed by the angels. Sealed in plans that your eyes can't yet see, but your heart recognizes. You're not imagining it. You're not alone. You're being guided. And the love you feel? It's mutual. Even if it's silent. Even if it's shy. Even if it's still in the making. And when this love finally expresses itself with all its intensity, you will understand why you needed to wait. Because it will be worth every second. And if these words have touched your heart, then listen to this call. Sign up. This isn't about following a channel. It's about saying yes to your intuition. It's about connecting with messages that don't come by chance. It's about continuing to receive divine reminders that you are exactly where you're meant to be. The angels are celebrating every step you take. Every gesture of love you offer. Every silent prayer you make for him. Nothing has gone unnoticed. Nothing has been in vain. You are building with patience and faith, a love that will be a reference for him. A love that heals. That transforms. That frees. And that's why the angels say, keep going. Because what's coming is bigger than you imagined. The angels continue to reveal, the love that is being awakened between you isn't just a choice of the heart, it's a call of the soul. You both have a mission together. A mission of healing, of growth, of transformation. And everything that is happening now, every silence, every distance, every reunion, is part of this greater path that has been laid out long before this physical plan. It's as if you made a pact before incarnating. When we find each other, we will recognize one another. Even if it's difficult. Even if life tries to pull us apart. Even if we are afraid. We will remember what unites us. We will remember who we are to each other. And you, with your light, are reminding him of this. He may not yet fully understand, but he feels it. He feels a familiarity he can't explain. He feels a security he can't find anywhere else. He feels a peace amidst chaos just by thinking of you. That's his soul saying, it's her. It's with her. And no matter how many doubts try to cloud this truth, deep down, it remains. Untouchable. Unshakable. Now, the angels invite you to turn your gaze inward. Because the more you connect with your essence, the stronger this connection becomes. The more you love yourself, the more he is capable of loving you. The more you honor yourself, the more he understands how to treat you. This is the true alchemy of spiritual love. What you awaken in yourself, awakens in the other. So do not wait for external manifestation to feel internal certainty. Do not wait for his confirmation to affirm what your heart already knows. Love yourself so powerfully that this love overflows, touching everything around you, including him. This is the shortest path between you, the path of your truth, of your authenticity, of your light. And the angels assure you, this path is safe. It is sacred. It is blessed. Now imagine for a moment, he finally approaching, with eyes full of truth, saying he has never felt anything like this. That he tried to run, tried to deny, but he can't anymore. That you are the home he never knew he was searching for. That your embrace is the only place he feels whole. That moment will come. And when it does, it will all make sense. Everything will align. The pieces will fall into place. And you will understand why it had to be this way. Why you had to trust. Why the universe asked you for patience. Because this wait was not a punishment. It was preparation. You were being shaped. And he was too. So that when you finally meet for real, not just with your bodies, but with your souls, there will be no doubts, no resistance, no fears. Just presence. Surrender. Love. And if right now, at this very moment, your heart is beating faster, if your eyes are welling up with tears, if some part of you is saying, "This message is for me," then receive it. Let it in. Let it heal. Let it guide. And yes, sign up. Because continuing to receive messages like this is not a luxury, it is nourishment for your soul. It is a direct connection to the higher realm. It is a constant reminder that you are not alone, that there is a greater love that sees you, hears you, and supports you, even when everything seems confusing. You are light. You are a bridge. You are a miracle. And him? He is waking up to this. Keep walking with faith. Because the angels are clearing the way. And this love is already in motion. Just trust.